Yeah, hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms. So we are in October, about 10 to 11 because we've just been fast forward in the rain. I'm picking some grapes up to take over to the raisin factory, and then we've got the big old job of harvesting the corn, and I think as well the sugar cane's ready again. So plenty to do today. We also need to feed the cows. We could cut the grass again, so we might set a worker on that, but at the moment we've got quite a few people helping us. So we've got this one being ripped up, this one being power-arid, and this one being stone picked. So quite a lot already going on in terms of workers on the big farm. So we might end up just hanging fire on the grass cutting until one of the other guys is finished. But we can always carry on with our corn and get that in ourselves. We do need to move a trailer from the middle of the field because I've left it in the middle of the Pararan field. So we will need to grab that. As I say, we're in no rush to get all the fields done. It is just nice to know that they're all ready and done, waiting for us so we can drill next year. So we are just filling up with these. There's quite a few. I didn't realise how many had got over the last few months. So we'll get these across to Raisin Factory. Might even come back, pick the olives up, take them across to the oil mill, get some olive oils made. We do also have the daily sell everything as well. Oh, stone picker's full again. I must tell you, we're getting a lot of stones this time. This must be the most stones we've got out of a single run around. I think we've had, what, 2-3 trailers now? About 60,000 litres of stones. So, pretty immense amount, really. While we're down at the other factory as well, we will we'll just top everything up, because I would imagine stuff's getting a bit empty. Honey production, sugar, needs a bit of corn, grapes, where they're out. Soon we can put the sugar cane in. Oh, need to actually go move some of that out so it carries on. Oil. Tell you what, that canola oil is fairly slow back making that. What else we got? Oh, so we're starting to get some corn starch, so that's good. Gem of corn, we've got some of that, so that's beautiful. Plenty of flour kicking about. They're both full with milk. Dessert factory doing all right. The other dairy's full. Even the cereal factory's doing quite well. Bakery's all right. Yeah, it actually looks like we're in a fairly good standing this month. So we'll just get these grapes run over to our raisin factory because that has now stopped. Say, upgrading that 5 times seems to have done the trick, and it can now just keep up with the cereal factory. Probably should have bought one of the bigger grape factories. We could have done grape juice as well with how many grapes we're making. But as you can see, we've got quite a few, 22,000 litres so far. We're going to get another 4 in here. Shame there isn't any more spawning. And as always, we're fighting with the farm stick. But yeah, so main plan today will be get the corn in. We'll see how we are fixed in terms of if there's spare capacity for a worker. I don't like to run more than 3, because when you start running more than 3, things start to get a bit jumpy. Right, it won't pick those 2 up. Cool, take this slow. But yeah, it starts getting a bit jumpy, so we don't want to run more than 3 at a time, really. So we'd have to stop one of the other ones to do the sugar cane, which ain't a problem because, like I said, we've got plenty of time. I just see that this said it was full, so let's get those eggs moved. This is so much better now we've done all the work. Well, I said we sold all the chickens and bought some new ones. They do also need feeding today. So we might pick some sorghum up from down yonder while we're down there. Some of this corn here will go straight, because we'll be loading the trailers up, we'll take some of it straight over to the honey production and cereal production, and then the rest of it I might just put it straight into the new oil mill. Well, that and the cornstarch area, and we might do it like that just to get them really going. I say we need to get a field for potatoes. I still don't know if I should buy a smaller field for potatoes, or do we just go big, get loads, do one hit of it, put them into storage and just use them from now on. But I think the crisp factories are fairly quick, if I do remember, so don't know yet. We'll have to play it on by ear. We're also saving up as well for to buy that factory, and we might even need a bit more land to put it on, because we're getting quite full about everywhere we've got now. Let's get this tipped in. It looks like it ran out quite a while ago. I must have not noticed. I think I might have even said about it actually, and then just never got around to filling it up. So that's now tipping. It's honey. The honey production works really well on this little honey production. Ideal if you need honey for anything. Bees are alright, but I can't seem to get bees to produce very well. You get like 1 or 2 pallets a year, and that's about it. And obviously this production absolutely chomps through them. Look at that canola oil. It is so slow. You'd expect loads considering that we've done that. That's why we didn't do canola this year, because yeah, it's so slow. Oh, we've got some cakes now. 2. It's soon be time to actually sell all the cakes, which will be exciting. I want to see what we get. That one's all topped up. Just bring some sugar. Right, so I'll quickly just get everything topped up, and then what we'll do is we'll run a load of food back to the chickens. Then we'll jump in the combine and we'll start doing the corn. Right, so we managed to get everything sorted. We topped the factories up. We emptied the lime factory, so he's now tipping again. Emptied the stone picker, so he's picking stones up again. Vulture he's just cracking on. That Parrow is far too big for that Vulture, but it's doing it, so that's all that matters. And the Massey's still doing that. So what we're going to do, just to make things a bit easier, So I'm going to jump in the fast track. I'm going to grab one of the Bailey's trailers, and then we're going to just use the Bailey's trailer on the combine. We haven't got far to go, so we'll be topping up factories in the yard, in the factory yard, and then we'll also be running a load over to our new productions, which it would be nice because we can go see what the cornstarch and everything looks like afterwards. So we'll use the fast track. We haven't used it a lot lately. That lorry's been taken over, but let's use the fast track for a change. I don't like to put this one on the heavy machinery because I don't like to see it get wore out. This is my favourite. It gets all the easy jobs. And so that's one tank. Not quite a full lap of the headland, so I'm expecting some good yields out of this, which will be nice because it was our only cornfield this year. Now we've got the other productions, we might do a bit more corn. We haven't got the second combine running just because we haven't got a second corn header, but it's not the end of the world because it tends to not take too long with this corn header. It's a fairly decent sized corn header, and if I was going to buy another one, I'd get the 18 metre one, which is, let's have a look, where's the corn headers? I would get that one if I was going to buy another one, which is a beast of a thing. Where's 7.5 ton though? That's crazy. 7.5 ton. So what's that going to be? Yes, virtually about 5 normal cars. So yeah, she's got some weight behind her. We'll always top straw up as we flick through. Right, let's carry on. So we should nearly be through the headland. Like I say, this is a 12 metre header, so this won't take too long at all. Steering assist is a bit wild when you first turn it on. But yeah, let's get cracked on and let's get this corn in. I wouldn't imagine it'll take too long to fill that trailer, and then I'll catch up with you guys when we're emptying the corn at the various places. So here it is, our first trailer. Once we're all filled up, it'll be our first trailer off this field. So we'll run to the factories. We're going to top up the honey production and the cereal production. We'll put the rest into storage just outside the factories, and then we'll run back, carry on, and then we will move the rest down to our new factories, which are here. So our new oil mill, which is doing corn oil, and there it is. Looks pretty cool, to be fair. A lot bigger than canola oil's little pallet. And then we have this one as well, which is making, what's that one? So that's the cornstarch, which pretty much we'll be putting straight into there. And what's that one? That is, oh no, sorry, the cornstarch is the byproduct, and it's the gem of corn. That if we carried it over here, I don't know if it'll accept it, but I think we're going to have to decant it into a trailer. So Not too bad. We'll just make a pile, and then once we bring the trailer over later, we will decant them into the trailer to put into that factory. So lots of cornstarch. I don't know. Shouldn't put that over the trigger really, because we will need to go in the trigger soon. Let's get them off there. That's it. But yeah, we will be oh, loads of gem of course. So that's actually been very busy. Didn't realise how much there was going to be. How much we got left in here. The cornstarch is another 4 pallets, which if we have a look, we had a look last time, didn't we? Cornstarch, that one. It's best in December, and it actually fetches a fair, decent amount. So we can sell it at the farmer's market or Saxlingham products. So happy days, and then we'll decant them into the trailer, and we'll get them in here, and they'll be turning into oil as well. So that's our just about full trailer. Couple of percentages off, but that's because I keep stopping before, because otherwise I'll forget to turn the header back on. So let's head on that over, and let's get that honey production and cereal production topped off. So yeah, we just topped the factories off. We're just putting the rest into the storage down here. We should have quite a bit of corn still in storage. Yeah, we've got over 100,000 litres. Going to be more time this is finished. 123, 125,000 litres. So we've still got plenty of corn kicking around for this year. So the next load I will designate to go down to our new factories, because it's doing quite well. That cornstarch one and the gem of corn one is actually doing really well, so I'll be looking forward to getting that turned into some corn oil as well. And it's quite nice to see that the pallets are different instead of just a couple of little bottles, because that's pretty much all olive oil and canola is. It's just like a couple of little bottles, nothing major. It's nice to see a nice pallet full of big containers. So we'll come in this end of the field. Probably should have gone out this end of the field, and we'll crack on, and hopefully, I think there's probably one more trailer in here. Probably not more than one trailer, but yeah. Right, we'll stop straight away, because the stone picker is full again. Where's our lorry? There it is. It fills up quick, this does. And what we'll probably do is leave the Fendt from running with the stone picker on for a bit. Leave the power arrow going, and one ripping up the fields, and then we can finish off the power area when we're not so labour intensive, because like I say, I don't particularly want to be running 4 workers if we get onto the sugarcane. But we definitely need a worker, because unfortunately it's something we can't do ourselves. Now, we could go for the single row harvester with a little trailer, but that would take absolute hours for us, so we'll probably stick to the way we're doing it. It's not too bad. It still takes a long time. Still takes well over an hour to do, but it's not as bad as if we had the hopefully that doesn't crash. Where is it? Let me turn around and then I'll show you. But yeah, no, there is a way of doing it yourself, but I just don't know if it would take hours. So with a 9-metre header on the chopper, it's not what you would call a small task. And with that, I think it's a single row or 1.5 rows, but we'll have a look in a second. We'll just get spun around. It was actually further away than I thought. Could have probably showed you. So I don't know if you guys have seen, there is a new farm stick coming out. It's not a Thunder Mast one, but I can't remember the make of it. But it looks pretty good. So it's got it's a bit like the controls. So you have the joystick to go forward and backward like you do in a tractor. And then you've got the little loader knob as well. And then it's got plenty of buttons on it. So it's on pre-order at the moment. I don't think you can buy it unless someone knows where you can buy it from. I'm just going to have a look what it's called. Oh. It is a Monza farming control system. So it looks really good. Now I am toying with swapping the farm stick for one because this thing, I don't know, you guys have probably seen, it has been a bit unreliable. It keeps sending the screen all over the place. The buttons now have got sticky. Tried to clean it all out, but they just get stuck. And then, yeah, it's become, considering it's not a year old yet, it's not amazing. Which is a shame because I quite like using it. So I might try one of them out. So let me know if any of you have got them or you know anywhere what's not pre-order. But this is what I was on about. So it does 2 meters. And you could tow a trailer behind it. But then you'd have to cart the trailer. So I think we'll just stick with our chopper. I think it's a lot faster. Because these are your sugarcane trailers and they hold 20 and 28,000 litres. Not too bad. But we was doing it on the Fent last time with 2 50,000 litre trailers. Which was a lot quicker, I must admit. A lot quicker than just one trailer carting. But at least this time we're only going to the factory down near the field and the other factory down the track. So it shouldn't actually be so bad. All right, let's get cracked on. And let's get this field all harvested. So here we are at the oil factory and the grain mill. So what we're going to do is tip some of it, hopefully half and half it. I don't know how well my tipping skills are going to be for this, but let's give it a try. So we'll get half in here. And then hopefully we can get half in the grain mill. And then that should keep both of these productions going for quite some time. So that should be half of it in there. Always drive your tractor while the trailer's in the air. I'm sure that's in the health and safety book for working on the farm. But yeah, let's run around it and let's tip the rest of it into the grain mill. And then we will set to, and we're going to go move all of our workers around. Might even take the fast track, top the cows up, because we don't want them to get over hungry, although I think they'll be alright this month. I mean, they eat a lot of food, but they're not as bad as you would think. Yeah, it's about half done. That one's a lot worse, so yeah, we probably do need to go move some bits around. Milk, oof. We're gonna have to get rid of some more milk soon, and the trouble is, both of our dairies are fairly full. So, probably looks like we might have to sell some soon. While we're here, actually, we might as well decant all of the gem of corn into this trailer, and then we can get that moved into the oil mill as well. And we really should be making plenty of corn oil to do our potato crisps. So there we go, gem of corn straight in the trailer. So we get all, I think there's 5, is there? 6 maybe. We'll get these all in here. And then we'll get them tipped into there as well, and we can get that activated as a bit of a top up as well. And then there's plenty of cornstarch, which will be, a lot of the products now will be best in December, so we are going to be stockpiling, but it does mean December, the first time, it's going to be a really busy month, which is good, because there's not a lot to do in December, but it will be a lot of carting. So we've even got our vegan powder oil. I think we're only going to get about 2 a year, because they're not exactly what you would call the fastest making things, but they are worth quite a lot each. It's about 180 grams out there, so you can't really knock that. So oil mill, this one, and we're going to activate that one, corn oil, gem of corn, so we'll get that activated as well. There's not a lot in there, but hey ho, it might as well be made into corn oil as well, because we need as much corn oil as we can get for our product. So yeah, we're not selling the corn oil. The corn oil is to become part of our potato crisp empire. Just pulling around here, so I'm going to drop this trailer off here, because we're now going to run over to the cows, get them topped up, run down to the other ones, we'll top them up. Might even leave the fast track down there, unless the trailer needs filling, then we'll come back, get it filled, then we'll leave it down there, and then we'll just move a few of the workers around. I'm going to leave the fence off for now, because like I say, we've got the sugar cane to do, and we need a worker for that. We've also could do with mowing the grass, but we can do that next month, and it would be the last month, so we probably will do that next month, get that done, give it another month to grow, and then hopefully we can probably seal that clamp off, get it all compacted and seal it off, and then that will be that one. So tyres on the fast track need doing as well. They are about build on the front, so let's get back onto this. There we go, get another bale in there. Soon going to be moving some bales from the farmyard down there, but we have got loads because we had that big harvest with lots and lots. Alright, let's start off and get this topped up, and then we'll fill the food troughs up on this one and the other one, and we'll fill the trailers as and if they're needed. Then we'll move all the workers. Right, let me get cracked on. So I did completely forget that we had soybeans to harvest today, so we've made a good start on them. But I think we're going to leave it there because we've been quite busy already, and I completely forgot about these. I was going to originally set a worker up to do this in the background, and now we need to fetch a trailer. But so thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, do leave them below. And if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, you'll get a notification of the next video. And hopefully, when we finish the soybeans and do the sugar cane, I'll see you there. Bye for now.